Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey guys, Liam Brown video once again. This is the third one I've seen of his, I believe. Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Sorry. The first one was the across Britain this way, like from the Irish Sea to the North Sea across the skinny part of Britain. And then the other was where he went like top to bottom, northern Scotland to the tip of Cornwall. So that one was really cool. Both were good. This is super short, much shorter than his other videos I've watched, and it's 3 peaks. So I'm assuming we're just gonna get it's not gonna be an in-depth view like the other ones. It's just gonna be, I'm sure him summiting. But I'm still curious what these peaks look like over in Britain. That was the 3 highest peaks in Britain. Let's go, shall we? Original link to the video, top of the description, Discord below that. Makes it easier for me to interact with you. See your recommendations. Up to you. Preemptive like. Let's go.
Ben Nevis, 4,413 feet, the highest mountain in Scotland and the UK. Scafell Pike, 3,209 feet, the highest mountain in England. Snowdon, 3,560 feet, the highest mountain in Wales. Commonly known as a Three Peaks Challenge, I'll be doing this by myself, travelling and sleeping in the back of my van. Before the awful UK winter set in, I wanted to get this on my bucket list. The first mountain was Ben Nevis, 8 hours of driving through the night to finally make it for sunrise.
The highest mountain I've climbed is Katahdin, Mount Katahdin. 5,269 feet. So about a mile up almost. And it was the only mountain that I've climbed. It's tall for a East Coast mountain, but for a West Coast mountain, it's not tall. And I'm sure, Rockies or the Alps. But it was the only mountain I've climbed on that, if I took a wrong step, you would die. You would fall to your death. There was this one point called the Knife's Edge. That was the point of the trail. And it's just, you probably get it from the name, the Knife's Edge, but there's this part where you got to be careful and go along the rock because it's kind of narrow, and to your right is just a fall. Long fall, okay? You're not making it if you fall. That was pretty sketchy, but I'm not sure if any of these are going to be like that. And it's a short video, so we're not going to get a whole review,
On Ben Nevis, or about to ascend it. I think we're just on the path leading up to it. And it's drizzling, as you can imagine, in October in the UK. Give out rain all day, possible snow on top. But yeah, I'm gonna do Ben Nevis, and then I'm gonna do Scafell Pike in England, and then Snowdon in Wales. And then that'll be the UK 3 peaks done. I've never done it before. I've only done Snowdon, and that was the easy track, so just gonna attempt them. I would have loved to do it in 24 hours, but the logistics of getting there, driving, doing the mountains on your own, pretty difficult. Plus you'd have to do one of the mountains in the dark, so maybe one day I'll do it with someone else, but...
Me? No. It's times like this where I realize how much more in shape Liam is than I am, obviously. But when he says, he wants to do all 3 of them in a day, because after Katahdin or something, I am done. After you get down... Nope, not doing anything. I am getting a nice meal, changing clothes, hot shower, and then probably going to sleep. But he's just like, oh, I would do all 3 in one day.
On my own, I think I'm gonna do a leisurely 3 days, 1 mountain a day. I'm in my van, so I can sleep in the back there, park up anywhere, rest, drive to the place and climb. So yeah, it's just good to be out.
I got pretty lucky with the weather. There was a 12-hour gap before the snow started to fall on the summit.
Beginning is always the worst, I find. You're not used to it yet.
Up here on your own.
That fog.
I'll look around. I think I'm near the summit. I don't even know. It's quiet. I'm in the clouds, so just keep going. Whew, it's a dropping off that. I can just hear white noise. That's crazy.
I feel like I'm in Mordor or something.
Oh, it's a chunky one. I'm gonna take a little rock as well. That one. Ben Nevis rock. Let's go. Gotta go in my pocket. There's someone up here. What the fuck?
It's so
Shit,
foggy. It's like just hears voices. They could be like 30 feet away. Can't see them. Well, you can't see much of a view, but there is something just... You might not be able to get a great view, but I feel like it's also kind of cool seeing it with the fog. A different feeling.
I'm guessing this is the top. Oh, God.
Out of 67 million people in the UK, to know you're the highest for them few seconds, it was a pretty cool feeling.
I'm the highest person in the UK right now. It's mad.
I rested that afternoon, then travelled during the night to Scafell Pike in England.
Seems like a bit of a, nicer day.
I was met with an instant view of Scafell Pike. Wow.
Imagine sledding down this. I always think of that when I see these perfect giant hills. You probably go too fast and not make it, but if this was covered in snow and you take a sled up there,
Wow.
Mountain 2 in England then is right there, Scafell Pike. This is the shortest climb, but apparently one of the steepest, apparently. So I've read. Weather's actually looking alright at the bottom. At the top, there's a few clouds, but not too bad. A few people in front, so I'm gonna have to catch them up, overtake them. Hate it. It's something about me that I hate. When I try to pace myself, I can't do it. I just have to overtake these people, and it's just idiot. Idiot.
Maybe this river is always kind of flowing, but one of the things that I don't like about, like, if I'm gonna climb again any mountain, I want to make sure to go in the early mid-spring, so that like the water, the snow is melting, and so you're gonna have all those streams that you might come across another time of the year where it's more dry, and it's all gonna be just flowing and beautiful.
That there is the river crossing. So because the river's overflowing that much, you're just gonna get wet. So some old person behind me there, they're screwed. Absolutely screwed.
If you get wet in the climate he's been in, you're never getting dry. It looks way too,
Good luck to him.
foggy, humid.
I've wanted to do this challenge for a while now, but I've only just got round to doing it. And you know what? I don't want to jinx it, but it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Hardest part is travelling, but the views are great. Getting some exercise, fresh air, sunlight if it comes out.
of his camera work.
What have we got for a snack then? Double decker.
Double decker. I heard
Kit
about
Kat
that
Chunky,
in the candy
Yorkie,
video.
Or a brunch bar chocolate chip. I don't even eat chocolate, but I'm doing stuff like this. It's just energy. That's a good selection, that though. Basically frozen. Frozen Yorkie bar.
Frozen Snickers are great.
Yeah, the summit. It's starting to snow a little bit. Still pretty warm, but little spots of snow.
Peak number 2.
You can only imagine on a clear day the views you must be able to see. With the second mountain summited, one remained, Snowdon.
One big difference with the mountains over here in New England is that like there are so many more trees, okay? Just and you really feel like you're going from like different stages of very foresty towards the bottom to a sort of transition period of like a lot of shrubs and some trees and then some rocky parts and then just to like just rock, you know, at the top. But it's much more uniform on these mountains.
Let's get a rock from the summit.
Still. Snowdon now.
I love driving at night. Bright lights and music make it a great time to reflect on the day.
Snowdon. I've noticed already, the Snowdon track, the main track, it's filled with so many people. This is definitely the busiest of the 3.
Dude, I forget, is this the Wales one or the England? I'd imagine you'd go Scotland, England, Wales, so I'm guessing this is Wales.
So,
Wales I see is super mountainy on maps. I always would notice that. That doesn't mean that they're going to be high mountains, but there must be a lot of them.
my workout here. I'm not going to be able to stop. I'm just going to have to overtake people. Got my hat on to stop my hair going in my eyes.
Headband.
Yeah, it's making me sweat a bit more, but you don't understand, like, I should just get a haircut, shouldn't I, really? But yeah, long hair slapping in your eyes is not good, especially when it's wet. Weather, it's the last mountain, so I'm not gonna put my waterproofs on, I don't care. I just take these off, all my wet stuff, and when I get into the van, get into my dry stuff, so it doesn't matter. No waterproofs.
He has had the most, like, this is what I think of English weather. All of, like, I almost feel bad for him. He doesn't see him. That he's had it, like, each of the mountains, each day, seem to just be, like, super foggy, super wet. Probably be, you know, can get pretty uncomfortable. And you can't see that much of a view.
It just weighs you down, so, yep, keep going.
Rain? Is that snow falling?
Snow. You see all that? It's not too cold just yet. Wind's all right. But I think once I get around this corner, it's going to be pretty chilly.
You guys just do not get a lot of snow, huh? Which is crazy because of how much more north you guys are than I am. But we can get a lot of snow over here. Like sometimes, like I'm pretty sure this year is going to be somewhat warm, according to weather people. Who knows though? But we can definitely get met up to a foot or more snow a lot, and just can't see the UK getting that. Let me know if I'm wrong. You know, jet stream, right? I spoke too soon. I mean, still not that much, but okay.
Right, let's get down. Stop. Down in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's interesting the thing that they have on each of the plaques, or the plaques they have on each, they all have this thing. So is this about the three peaks, or is it University of Wales?
I got a stone from the summit, so let's get one from this place. There's three stones now.
Free stone. That was cool. I knew it wasn't gonna. I know it was a short video on three peaks, so I knew it wasn't gonna be very in depth like his other ones. But it was still cool just to see the tops of each of the tallest peaks in Britain. Or I don't know if those are the three tallest peaks in Britain, or just maybe there are more Scottish peaks that are taller than the Welsh or English ones, but you know, the tallest peak in each area, country. Yeah, it was cool. Hope you guys are doing well. Would appreciate any comments down there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Great video again from Liam, obviously.